Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Grey Eagle Sim Pilot. I'm a real world A320 pilot, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming to all of you beautiful people out there in the community. How is everyone doing on this fine Friday afternoon? Dummy Thick, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Aye, what's up, my guy? What's going on, Dummy Thick? How are you doing today? We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. And pretty much the default Asobo ATL here. If you have the premium deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator or whatever version the highest one is, this comes with it. So we will be taking out the Tolas A320. It's been a minute since I've actually flown the A320 in Flight Simulators. Doing something else a little bit different today, as you can see. It looks like that Atlanta is pretty busy today. We are online, but I decided to throw in some static airport traffic, just to give us a little bit more eye candy to look at while we board up and doing the replays as well. But this is us. This is our gate right here. The beautiful Tolas A320 in the Delta Widget livery. There we go. There we go. It's you kind of want to wonder like if the painter what pictures the painter had of this airplane, because look at all the dirt just like sliding down the windows there, just below the windows on this airplane. Ugh. This airplane looks old. It looks well used. Let's get this workhorse back up and going, shall we? Let's go ahead and enter the flight deck. This time I'll try to get everything done in as close to real time as possible. There, so we'll come over and we'll just establish some ground power real quick. So we'll turn battery 1 on, battery 2 on. They both have good enough volts on them. Then we'll get the external power going. There we go. While she warms on up, all the screens come to life. Dummy Thick says, I do enjoy some eye candy. Everybody loves a little eye candy. There we go. Greater than 60 minutes. I thought I had set it to a more reasonable time. I guess I didn't. Let's see. Oh, well, that could explain a lot. Am I running live time, live weather? Do. Yeah, live weather and real time. There we go. Now that will make a lot more sense. There we go. So let's go ahead and load aircraft. We will do this in real time. So we'll go ahead and do a real time load there. Alright, why? Oh, okay, it's done its checks, so we are good to start mashing down buttons here. We got 125 people to load up, so it won't take them too long to get on and seated. So let's go ahead and hop to it. Let's get our IRSs aligned. Nav 1, Nav 2, and there we go, Nav 3. We're looking for all extinguished lights, guarded switches. We want to be in the captain purser position. Dummy Thick says, I'm trying to take notes for my swap. I'll try to go slow for you then, Dummy Thick. I'll try to go slow for you. They want the captain person in the up position, so captain and purser, not just captain position. GPWS, all the lights extinguished. You might get 1 or 2 fault lights. That's because the IRs aren't aligned yet. Once they're all aligned, those fault lights will go away. Recorded ground control will turn on, and we'll go ahead and test the CVR. There we go. Got a nice little tone there. We'll go ahead and get the crew supply oxygen on. Everything else is guarded, extinguished. The wipers are off. We'll come up to the overhead. We'll do the fire test on engine 1. Looks good. On the APU, that looks good. And on engine number 2. Alrighty, all of that looks good. Everything on the hydraulic panel should be extinguished. The guard switch is guarded. The fuel panel, we want all our fuel pumps off and our mode select to be in the auto. The battery test, we're going to turn off batteries 1 and then 2. Gonna come down to the electrical page, and we're gonna put battery 1 and 2 back on. Looking for 60 amps decreasing within 10 seconds. That it is doing well there, so it passes that test. Let's go ahead and just set these to, let's call it the 9 o'clock position. Something like that. Let's see, do I have a preview? Nope, I don't have saved views for that. Okay, that's okay. Strobe lights can go into auto. Nav lights can go on to, it's an even day, so 2. There we go. All the rest of the lights can stay off, or no smoking signs can come on. We'll arm the emergency lights. All of these lights should be extinguished. And we want our lighting elevation to be on auto. So that's good there. Coming up to the right side of the overhead panel, we want the observer ACP to have the PA switch out into the 3 o'clock position there. The RMP should be on, looks functional. All the other lights should be extinguished there. On the cargo smoke panel, same thing. All lights should be extinguished. We got our guarded switches on both. Our guarded, that looks good. The ventilation panel lights extinguished, and the engine panel, the switches are guarded and extinguished. Coming down to the glare shield from left to right. We want to make sure all of our lights are extinguished here. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the magic bar ref key, 3012 in Atlanta. Let's see, does that track weather? ATIS 3013 is the altimeter. So we'll go ahead and set that once, twice, thrice. Go ahead and get constraints on 10 nautical miles on the range there. We want to be in speed. We have that, and we want to be in heading and vertical speed on our display windows here. The display window should be showing something in every window there, so that all looks good. All our other lights are extinguished there. We'll do the same thing on the first officer's side, and all of his lights should be extinguished over there. Coming down to the main instrument panel here. Yeah, let's adjust our displays to how we want them. That looks good there. The outer ring will turn all the way up. You always want to do that because you never know what the radar is going to hide from you or the terrain is going to hide from you if you leave it a little bit dim. PFD on the left, ND on the right. We have our standby attitude indicator, which has aligned itself. That's good, that's good, that's good. I'll go ahead and turn that off of the electric page. We have our upper and lower ECAM displays. Our brake fan should be off. Our landing gear should be showing down 3 green. Auto brakes off, and anti-skid is on. The date and the time look correct. The gear is down. That's good. We're going to go ahead and move on over to our first officer's side. He should be showing the same thing. So ND on the left, PFD on the right. And we can adjust the brightness however we see fit there too. Let's go ahead and turn that all the way up as well. Excellent. Coming down to the center pedestal, we have the left side McDo. Gonna go ahead and nope, that's not what I want. I want to initialize. There we go. We'll hit that init request, get that going. The RMP should be on and functioning. I got it on 1228. That's good. No one's online. And the ACP is a set. Let's see. We'll set the lighting. This lighting looks fine right there. Bring the integral lighting up just a little bit. Weather radar doesn't work, but you know, we'll have that off, and the predictive wind shear should be off. Coming on up to the center of the center pedestal here. We'll go ahead and hit recall and hold it. We should get a normal there. Hit the clear button, make sure that's functioning correctly. Our trim should be 0. Our thrust levers are up. Idle, hold on. I forgot to turn this back over to Airbus. Yeah, there we go. Since I use the rudders have to connect through there. There we go. Airbus titles. Cool. Apply and save. Boop. And resume. There we go. Sweet deal. Those levers are at idle. Our engine mode selectors are off. Our start levers are off. Mode select is norm. And speed brakes are retracted, flaps are up, that's good. We should be showing something here. And the rudder trim, it's on, that looks good. Usually if there's like wind or something like that, you'll see the rudder could deflect. Usually however much is deflected is what it will show in that digit there. And then our gravity gear extension is stowed right side. The first officer side, same thing. The make do looks like it's operational. Same with his RMP and ACP. And then we'll come down to our transponder. We'll turn the U on. We'll leave you on all. And our auto ATC says that we need a squawk of 3151. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. So 3151. Oops, I gotta hit clear for that to work. 3151. So that is set. We have the meat and potatoes out. I need that tray table. So sick of no space. There we go. Boom. Get the tray table out. We can reference that, put all our paperwork here while we set up the MCDU. I was trying to eat a sandwich the other day that was kind of okay, dummy thick, moist. It had wet coleslaw on it. I must to keep it from covering me, but it still drips on my shirt. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know what sandwich that is, but definitely sounds very messy. Very messy there. So let's go ahead and get down to our flight McDo here. We're going to be Delta Airlines Flight 3318. We're looking at a cost index of 54, so they say. And we will be cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet, so we'll put 350 in there. The ISA deviation is 13 degrees warmer, so that's going to be negative. Ooh, my brain can't do math. 28? Am I doing math correct? 28 plus 13 is 41, right? Right? Alright, we'll just go with me being right. The temperature outside currently is 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Wows. Wowza. Alrighty. So, we have Akron as our alternate. Our estimated zero fuel weight today is going to be, I did not want that. Let's go over here and accept the initial load sheet. Received messages, load sheet, load sheet, accept. There you go. So our estimated zero fuel weight is 123.2. 123.2 with a CG of 29.6. So we will put that in there. Our block fuel, we need 16.2 in the tanks, so we will go ahead and do that. And route reserve is always going to be 0, but our alternate time is going to be 2.7. So we want 2.7 in the tanks for our alternate. There we go. Now we have a more realistic extra time number. Excellent. Out of Atlanta, they're departing to the west, so we'll depart off of runway 26 left. Excellent. And we shall depart on the Varnum 2? Is that how you would say that? Varnum 2 departure. So scroll on down. Varnum 2. Respi. I guess that's how you would say that. So we'll go ahead and insert that. In Detroit, we will land on 22 right. The route I have us going up there on. Did I pass it already? Right? 22 right. Okay, there is an ILS up there. I don't know why I'm not showing an ILS to 22 right. Oh, there it is. So, but instead of doing the ILS, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just link it straight up. And let's do an RNP approach today, chat. Um, so, it's going to be the RNP whiskey to runway 22 right. 22 right, RNAV, okay. I'm trying to find the whiskeys. There we go, RNAV whiskey 22 right. We're going to be on the Hannibal 3 arrival wood transition. So Hannibal, boom, wood, yep, there we go. And excellent, all that's in there. There should be no disconnects. Okay. Burn them down. Okay. We'll get that in a route review here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and go to the wins. We'll come back over to wins. We're going to request them since they didn't uplink automatically. Fatigued out for the second time yesterday and just filling out my report while listening. Just make sure you don't include anything you hear on this in your report, okay? Man, you must have had a rough day dummy thick. Wow. Hopefully you didn't get the weather wasn't the cause for you getting stuck somewhere and fatiguing out. There we go. The winds are uplinked and performance. So I will go ahead. Aircraft is loaded. Wow, that was super quick. Let's go ahead and get the APU going. But guess what I'm going to do, chat? I'm going to turn the APU generator off because I just flew an airplane where the APU generator was MEL'd. So we're going to fly an airplane with no APU generator. Alrighty. So, let's see. What I need is to. I don't need it because I got my percent right here, 29.7. So, I will pull my data from. I know Fenix does a really good job. I just like using SimBrief's performance tool so much. It just does it a little bit more accurately. So we're going to be 138, 138, 139, and that's going to be a flaps 1. And what did I say we were? 29.7%, which is down 0.1. Ish, down 0.1, down 0.2, something like that. So we'll say down 0.2. There we go. Nope. Wrong button. Okay. 1 and 0.2. Down, and the airplane should accept it either way you write it in there. There we go, and we're going to do a flex of 58. There we go. Excellent. We'll go over to our descent phase, do 290 knots an hour descent. Secondary flight plan, cover that over. We can put an emergency return in if we want to. We can put an engine failure in there if we want to. Secondary flight plan is kind of however you really want to use it. So that is all done. I'll turn on the bleed air on there. Get some AC going. Let's see. Is the jet bridge gone? Yeah, the jet bridge is gone. Wow, they closed on up real quick there. All right, let's go ahead and stow our tray table. Boop. There we go. Sweet deal. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get a briefing going, shall we? So, we're here on ramp 2. We'll push back. We'll probably push back till south. And we'll exit 2 north. And we'll take Foxtrot, Golf, and Echo all the way down to 26 left. Flaps 1 flex. Standard reject considerations. If we do go airborne, we'll continue straight ahead to 4,000 feet and work the problem out and then make a pattern back around. I would probably request 278 since it's 12,390 feet long. That's the longest runway we have available to us. Otherwise, we shall continue out on the Varnum 2, which the first point is going to be Sea Park. Sea Park? Nope. Nope, because we're on the north side of the airfield. So we're going to proceed on course to Impasse. Then we got Zealand at 250 knots. Then we got World. Then from there we got Varnum. From Varnum we'll proceed out to Respi, I think is how you would say that, Respi. Then from there we're going to go to Louisville, Wood, and then Wood is the transition on the Hannibal 3 arrival, 601 nautical miles. Excellent. I'll get rid of you. Muy bien. Route review is complete. There we go. And now we want to go ahead and make sure everything is set. IRs are aligned, our ground control is on, ready for us to get our checklist recorded. Oh, I didn't do this test. Let's go ahead and we'll hold the brakes, and then we'll release the parking brake. There we go. We'll release one brake, the left brake. You see the accumulator go down and then back up. And then we'll do the same thing on the right brake. You see the accumulator go down and then back up. And then, oop. I forget this isn't like the real airplane. Alright. Hold on. I broke my TCA throttle quadrant here. There we go. I tried to pull and turn the parking brake like you would in the real airplane. So like if you see here, you see how if I click it, it's not going to move because I have the parking brake set on my TCA quadrant. But if I click it, you see how it comes up. I mean, that's actually how you'd move it in the real airplane. Excellent. That's set. We're on the interphone. Data position monitor. We're gonna double check it with what we have on our gypsum charts. So our lat long should match that, and it does. We'll go ahead and throw our terrain on ND on. We're checking our ND, making sure the direction aligns with what we actually are doing. And our PFD, we got a V1, V2, Alt Nav, Blue, Flight Directors 1 and 2. And lastly, we're going to come over here. There we go. We'll check the oxygen. We are all boarded up. I'll go ahead and turn the fuel pumps on. Door is closed. We'll leave the external power on because we don't have a generator. Turn the fasten seatbelt sign on. Let's check that the fuel is what we requested, 16.2. If we add all that up, it should come out to 16.2. And they're balanced. The hydraulic panel, alright, looks good. Pressurization, we're in auto and 650 feet, looks good. And our engine oils also look good. Excellent. So, all of that to get to the point where I can say, before start checklist, recorder ground control on, AML and flight forms on board reviewed. It's going to be aircraft 317 US. Fuel quantity, 16.2 required, 16.2 on board. Takeoff performance, we're reading in the first number off the screen here, 138. And then down here for VR, 138. V2 is 139. Then we're flexing 58. Oxygen's checked. Seatbelt sign on. ECAM checked. Park brake on checked. MCDU set. The altimeter is 3013. PED is off, and departure briefing is reviewed. Before start, checklist is complete. So I'll hit return there. We got our final load sheet. There we go. I'll accept that, and that's pretty much about, with how quickly we boarded up. You'd have your final load sheet pretty quickly after everything's said and done. No one's online. We'll go straight up to 35,000 feet. There we go. Excellent. So we got that in there. The route today is going to be a little bit longer than the usual route, just because there is a little bit of weather between Atlanta and Detroit. So I kind of filed us to stay away from the weather. So there we go, which would actually be a reasonable thing if you had a dispatcher that is worth their salt, just like wrong side simulations, great dispatcher, um, and great flight simmer, streamer. So he would tell you, you know, dispatch actually does look at the weather and try to plan you around the weather if they can. So that's what we did. Excellent. Let's see. Is I more like a night with lots of loud racing cars on the highway right next to my window all night? Oh, I hate when you're in a hotel room and you can just hear people um, just what it sounds like racing all night. That's exactly what it sounds like. Alrighty, so we have the door closed, beacons on, jetway is pulled, but what can we can't do anything quite yet because we don't have a generator. So we need to get a generator online. So that's when we go flight deck to ground. Go ahead, flight deck. Ramp is cleared us to start an engine. Is the area behind us clear? Yep, the area behind you is clear. You're clear to start your engine. Alrighty, so now we'll just start our engine, get our generator going before we pull the external power. So we'll go ahead and start the number one right here on the gate. Now in real life, because the GPU is generally hooked up to the jet bridge here, the jet bridge is still in place. And so what you would do is you would start the engine, then they would disconnect the ground power. It gets, raised back up onto the side, and then the agent moves the jet bridge away. But since we don't need the jet bridge because we got an external cart here, we'll just start it just like this. Oh no, not the TCA. Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything when I pull it. It's just it doesn't move up. It just twists left and right, and if you pull up on it, the handle just slides off. Just slide it back on. I just forget that I'm not in the roller, but I'm so used to that lift turn motion since I literally do it all the time. There we go. Sounds like we have a good stable engine start. We can go ahead and disconnect the external power here. We want to make sure we do that first before we have them do it down here. So ground services, we'll remove that, and let's go ahead and call for a pushback. There we go. I should really stop getting rid of that because I really need to know where I'm going. There we go. Or when it's all hooked up and ready to go. So today we're going to have an airplane. The EPU is functional, but the generator is not. Everything is pretty much normal, except you got to start one engine on the ground power. That's pretty much the only difference there. I got another one I want to do on a different stream. Kind of happened. It was kind of a surprise. Didn't know. Obviously, when a non-normal happens, it's kind of a surprise. But I'm gonna do a start fault. I think I'm going to try to see if Fenix has start faults programmed, and go ahead, brakes release, we're clear for pushback, tail south. All right, pushing back. Yeah, what I do. We had an airplane have a start fault one day, so I kind of want to recreate that and go through everything I actually did after we got the start fault and the engine shut itself back down. So that might be the next stream. I don't know when that's going to be because I go back on call again tomorrow. So not getting a lot of. I was going to stream yesterday, but I had a lot of different things going on. So just elected to not stream yesterday and go ahead and stream today and go back on call tomorrow. Although this time it should be far less than, far quicker than the last few weeks have been. So not nearly as many days on call this time. So shouldn't be too much longer. In fact, it should be next week, next like Monday or Tuesday, I should be able to stream again. All right. That's actually nice. Having some, even though they're just static, it's just nice having some static aircraft. The airport doesn't look so desolate. Alright, there we go. That looks to be about on center line. Sweet deal. Car. Why car? Why would you do that? Alright. I'll just block the roadway. How about that? Alright. So brakes. Alright, brakes set, clear to disconnect the interphone. Y'all have a good day. Alright, airband clear, disconnecting interphone. Have a safe flight. There we go. Go ahead and end the pushback there. We'll go back up front and we will get the number 2 engine started. Let's go ahead and do it. There we go. I'll bring this in volume up a little bit. And hopefully it wasn't too low for you. Dan, what time are you on call tomorrow? 0200, sir. 0200. Local time. So, yeah, pretty early on call. I did it to myself. I forgot to put in my own call that I like. So, yeah, that's all right though. F. Yeah. Yeah. That is super early. Super early, dummy thick. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. Alright, we got 2 good engine starts. We can go ahead and go flaps 1. Yeah, we'll make sure our rudder trim is zeroed out. Bring our start selector back to norm. I keep forgetting that I have this TCA here, that I can actually move things around. We'll arm the speed brakes, and now we can turn off the APU. Excellent. I get the lights going. There we go, and let's check on our statuses. Normal. Excellent. That's what we want. I accepted our final closeout there. Let's see if there's any revisions to our weights. We got 1, 2, 3.2. That looks good. With a CG of 29.6%. That looks good there. Excellent. Go ahead and we have a little bit of time, so I'll do the flight control check on the taxi out since it's such a long taxi out. Oh, they get a CTAF frequency here, don't they? Let's go ahead and see .CTAF Atlanta 19.1. There we go. So I'll go ahead and put 19.1 in there. Don't need the interphone on anymore. 19.1. Excellent. There we go. Atlanta traffic. Delta 3318 will be taxiing to runway 26 left via Foxtrot Golf Echo. Atlanta traffic. There we go. Don't hear anyone responding back. We are clear on the left. Clear on the right. Let's go. Let's listen to the engines pull up. Oh, I love it. This airplane sounds so good. Oh, this is the first time I've flown the airplane since they've updated it too. So they've updated some of the sounds. They even have 2 different PTUs, I think, now too, which is absolutely insane to think of. So they updated the sounds. I think they updated a few of the artistic stuff, and then they changed the. Just listen to that. Oh, that sounds good. Um, they changed the ground to flight blending logic, which I hope is a little bit better because you could definitely tell when the airplane transitioned into flight from ground to flight mode. The plane just like just did a little wobble. which was kind of strange. So hopefully they smooth that out and it flies a little bit better there. I think we're getting real close to the release of the A319 and 321s. They're starting to, drop some little Easter eggs here and there, and trying to drum up excitement. I think the flight sim community though is a little worn out with developers doing teasers and sneak peeks and all that stuff. And they're disappointed in Phoenix not keeping their timeline. And you can be disappointed. They can be disappointed all they want. It is what it is. I'm not a developer. I don't know how to program stuff. And people who are just angry that, they're 8 months behind, 9 months behind the schedule that they said they should have been on. Okay, yeah, I get that they're behind schedule. And I get that you're frustrated because they're behind schedule and you're not hearing anything from them. We're going to make this right-hand turn on the Foxtrot here. But at the same time, the community is also the same group of people who, whenever they try to give, weekly updates and monthly updates, you come out and absolutely bash them into the ground because there's not going to be this, or it's not doing that, or it's not moving fast enough, or when is it going to be released? And that kind of demoralized Phoenix from it, disincentivized it for them to come out and be like, hey, this is what we're working on, and this is what happened, and this is, why things are taking longer. You disincentivized that, so they don't want to. They don't want to do that anymore. And they made that very clear on their Discord. Is my rudder working? I don't think my rudder's working. Hold on. I must have did something. Bloop. Alright. Eek. Why wouldn't my rudders work? Because... okay. There's the rudder axis for this. Why won't you work? Resume. The tiller works fine. The brakes work fine. Why won't the rudders work? That's so weird. Hold on. Let's go ahead and sort this out real quick. It's not a pull and turn, it's just a turn. MCDU. Nope, I don't want that to. MCDU. Config. Controls. Side stick and rudder. So it's sensing it. I don't know why it's not actually doing anything there. Rudder's on. Is that return? It's saying it's doing it, but I don't think it is. Look at the rudder. It's not going anywhere even though it says it is. I have no clue why. So now I'm going to sit here. Let's see. My plan. What happened? There's full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. I can't do the rudder though. Why aren't you control options? Well, I does not know. Okay. Well, apply and save. Zoom. Nope, still not doing it. Seriously? I don't know what's going on. So, default. Let's, I don't know what all these weird curves are. Um, oh, oh, what is going on there? All right, no to you. We'll do that. Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. But why aren't you apply and save? Zoom. No? Because the airplane is sensing the rudders. That's what I don't understand. Like, I get full deflection right. It's showing hardware. It says aircraft. Am I missing something? Did they like mess something else up when they did it? I don't think any breakers are out. Please move. Eek. I do not see any breakers that are popped that would cause something like that to happen. Okay, you can go back. Thank you. Yeah, chat. I'm not seeing any breakers that are pumped. John Matrix, hello, sir. Good to see you streaming. Thank you very much for joining the stream, John Matrix. How are you doing out there today, buddy? I am trying to figure out why I don't have a rudder. I have not figured that one out. Everything should be working perfectly fine. Why won't the brakes work fine? Independent brakes work perfectly fine. But the rudder refuses to be like a rudder thing. Alright. Let's see if the good old Google has anything for me. Or well, let's see. Did I? I don't think I clicked this. Did I click that? No. Well, that's still not doing anything. Alright, so that's not the issue. Trying to think. They went away on starting a new flight. Okay, well, I don't want to do that. But also, I do got everything removed, right? Yep, they do. Nothing in here is going to be stopping any of this. So, I don't like the rudder dampening unit, or damping. I don't like rudder damping. So, well, that's exactly how I want it. Okay. I have no clue why I'm not getting anything. Chat, anything? If you have any suggestions, I'm open to it. I just don't know why the rudder is not moving. Also, why did you disarm? That's weird. Because it's showing it. It's showing it right here. And it's doing the same thing for roll, yaw, pitch, up. down, but rudder left and right is not showing. Let's see. I have no clue why. Both are you on down 0.2, and we'll hit the takeoff config. Predictive wind shear is off. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that's not going to be any good if I can't control the rudder. Like, how am I supposed to track the runway if I can't control the rudder? I mean, the pedal disconnect isn't disconnected. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I think when I had the tray table up, I hit this button to try to close the tray table, and it's there. Okay. Wow. Alrighty, guys. Alright. Crisis averted. Jesus. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and seat the flight attendants for departure. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. There we go. Crisis averted, chat. Crisis averted. Alright. Let's see. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps, we got one planned and one indicated takeoff date and speeds checked. Our weight is 139.0. And, uh-oh. I scrolled down too far. And 139.0 is what we were expecting. Cool. Stab trim 29.9%, and we have fuel prediction says 27.7%, close enough. Flight controls check, decam memo, takeoff no blue to the line. Let's get this baby in the air. Yeah, let's go. No more delaying. Let's just do it. Put you on TARA. That sounds good. We can go below the line. Runway and FMS. We got runway 26 left in the box on my screen and out the window. That's checked. Men takeoff fuel 16.2. Nope. That's the wrong man takeoff fuel. 14.7 is required. 15.7 on board. Flight attendants notified. Engine mode norm. And TCAS TARA. The before takeoff checklist is complete. Ooh, a spicy. Alright, well, I gotta see if I got it now. The schedules for next month just came out. Literally wanted one day off. We'll see if I got it. Ooh. Okay. Airplane. Calm down. I don't think there's any real bumps right there. Alright, chat. Approaching the end of the runway. Damn. Oh, I did get it too. Alright, sweet deal. I must be becoming senior or something. Alright, chat. We are at the end of the runway. We'll take the Echo intersection, so we'll veer ever so slightly to the left. Man, this thing is starting to go now. Sweet deal. Go ahead and ding the flight attendants, let them know we're taking the runway. Excellent. And no one's online. It looks like final is clear. The runway is clear. Atlanta traffic, Delta 3318 departing runway 26 left on the Varnum 2 departure Atlanta traffic. Alrighty, we've made our call. Everything looks clear. Let's get this show started. I'll crank up the sim sounds for you. Enjoy. %. Flex. Thrust set. $80. Checked. V1. Rotate. Alright, positive rate, gear up. Oh, much smoother blending into the flight mode. Alright, let's do a little quick flyby of Atlanta. Bye! Climb set. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. Alright, the landing gear's up, flaps up, pressurization is checked after a takeoff checklist is complete. We'll go ahead and get the nav going there. I'll bring the sim volume back down to a slightly more reasonable level before I kick us outside for an external view. It was downtown Atlanta. Beautiful shot today of downtown Atlanta. Even better shot of the airport, chat. Did you see the airport when we took off out of there? Absolutely beautiful. So Zealand is at 250 knots. It looks like we're going to be through 10,000 feet before then. So, since no one is online, Atlanta traffic, Delta 3318 is over impasse on the Vernum 2 departure. Departing to the north, Atlanta traffic, last call. Alrighty, so since no one's online, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we're gonna disregard that speed restriction there once we get through 10,000 feet and just let her rip through 10. How about that? It's like a negligible amount, but if we were in something like a 319 or a 737-600, we'd easily like be well above 10,000 feet by Zealand. So I'll go ahead and we'll do that so we can start our acceleration. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's just do 340 for now. And let's get our landing lights up. We can turn all of those off, and then we're not out of sterile until 10 10,000 feet AGL, so there we go. So I will go ahead and ding the flight attendants now. Let them know we're out of sterile. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're past Zealand. I'm going to go ahead and manage up the speed. There we go. Looks good, looks good. Get another shot. Let's see if we can see downtown. Oh, we can't see it. Thank you, clouds, for ruining the day. But there we go. Other side looks good. Other side looks good. We'll take a nice little peek out of there. I cannot believe it. Let's see. I gotta have some days off in between there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No 6-day reserve stretches. This is gonna be awesome. Chat next month, guys. Next month, chat. I should be able to do a stream every Wednesday next month. And then there's going to be some days where I will be able to stream. I get like a week off in the middle of next month too. That is amazing. So I get a week off in the middle of the month, another week off at the end of the month as well. So I'm planning on streaming my butt off next month, chat. I do not know how I got the day off that I wanted to, but that's how you know that, the summer travel season, unfortunately, everyone, the summer travel season has come down to a close. When you can request a random weekend day off and actually get it. That's how I know the summer travel season is, it's pretty much over. School's back in session. Hope everyone had a great summer, though, this summer. If you're in school, hopefully, you have big plans for the semester coming up, whatever they may be. I know it's been interesting the last few weeks, seeing all the seniors from high school pack everything up and load up and head out to college. Always fun to see that happen. A few neighbors are now empty nesters. A few neighbors now have their kids in kindergarten, starting their journey. So it's always interesting to see, all the different phases of life, in our neighborhood. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Havelock, welcome back. Hi, I subscribed to you, Havelock. Thank you very much for the subscription. I thought you subscribed on the last stream we had there, Havelock. But welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are transition, so I'll go ahead and set standard once, twice, thrice. We'll go ahead and get the wing light off at this time. And you know what? I'm feeling spicy today. So let's go ahead and get the fast seatbelt sign off as well. Don't have to worry about the fasten seatbelts at all. Everyone can get up and go use the bathroom because we know they're going to get up and use the bathroom anyway, so might as well do that. We'll go ahead and zoom you all the way out. Excellent. And, ooh, I forgot to do this. It's summertime, y'all. Never, ever, ever fly around without your sunshades up. That's just it's just standard summer protocol because it gets so insanely hot. I mean, it doesn't look like it on here, but you know, we're sitting at a comfortable 70 degrees, but it does get insanely hot up at the flight deck. And the little sensor that we have that measures that the temperature of the flight deck is like all the way back here, and so it's sitting in a nice shaded area, pulling in nice cool air by the time it gets to it. So it's like no, the flight deck's a good temperature, and you're like no, it's not a good temperature because I'm sitting up here in the sun roasting my butt off. So there we go. There we go. And while I'm here, I might as well set this view up. As I noticed, going back and forth. What do? I usually do this one first, right? Okay. Too far. Something like that. That should work, I think. Yeah, alright. That should work. What do you think about that view, chat? I'll go ahead and save that. And then if we move up, whoop, not outside the airplane, just up. Can have like a view like this. Yeah, I think I like that view. What do you think, chat? There we go. So now I can reset it. We got the overhead view. We got the center pedestal view. I'll go ahead and put 22.8 up. There we go. Excellent. Beautiful. Well, if you get it back, so I gotta go. See you, my dude. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much, Debbie. Thank you for coming on out. Appreciate it. Hopefully you can hop on another stream. Tell the wife and kids I said hello. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and see if I can get some jam started here for us to listen to while we're cruising along. Tune you down just a little bit. Excellent. So, let's see what we got here. Let me turn you off. Does, oh, it does have weather. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if what we see outside is the same as what the weather radar is showing. Not at all. Good job, Microsoft. Not at all. So if we look here, we can pretty much see there's some weather between Recipe and Louisville there. So what we'll probably do after Recipe is just fly a heading. I mean, I could just head out over Nashville now. Head Nashville. I don't know if I want to go back direct to Louisville. And then Nashville, then Wood. Let's do that. Because reasons. So that's what we would do in real life. You'd sit here, say, well, I'm painting this pretty strong line right here. I mean, you can, you know, keep flying and then just deviate around it. And that might be a little bit more efficient, then you'll get direct to Louisville. Or you can just be proactive and just say, hey, can we go Nashville and then Wood? And if the airspace allows it, right? Because we're not supposed to go into Memphis Center airspace. Yeah, this is Memphis. Memphis Center's airspace. We're in Atlanta Center, I think it is right now. So we're going to be going up to, I think this is Indianapolis Center. So that takes center coordination. And I'm sure they're dealing with everyone deviating around this weather as well. So yeah, let's do it. Let's see. So we're going to go ahead and say, let's go direct to BNA. Direct to BNA. And I'm going to put us on the fuel page because we're supposed to land with 7.4. And so the other thing is, you want to check to make sure you're going to land with however much fuel you're comfortable with in the tanks. Usually around 7,000 is good. So instead, we're going to say direct to Nashville, BNA. We'll enter that. We want the one that's nearest us. That looks good. We'll execute that. And then we will go to Wood, WWODD. So WWODD. We'll insert that there. That looks good. We shall execute. And we'll let it recompute 6.8. So we had a little bit of time onto our route. Burn a little bit more gas, but that is okay because we are now going to stay out of the weather. And our passengers will know none the wise, other than they're a few minutes behind schedule. So that's what the passengers' main concern is why are we late? You're like, well, we're late because you see this storm up here. We had to go around that storm, and this was going to be the smoothest ride. So, but they don't care about that. They don't care about that at all. Let's see. Can I add a direct in there? Nope. Auto route? Nope. I don't know how to modify routes. Oh, edit. There we go. So from there we will go, instead of going Louisville, we'll say BNA, and then Wood. Done. Boom. There it is. And then I'm pretty sure, oh, you just can't click it and be like direct to enter, enter. Alright. That's alright. But that's kind of what you would do. And now that you've changed your route, you would also come down here, because we gotta let Mr. Wrong Site Simulations know that we are no longer on the route he filed us on. So we would say weather. What? No, I don't want weather request. Don't want diversion. Okay, so there's no like, oh, ADC delay. No. So we'll say WWODD for weather. You can slide that in your free text there if it will allow you to. There you go. Slide that into your free text and then, you know, put a delay code in there. I don't know. We'll say delay code 85 and I don't know, 5 minutes. There we go. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So in the real airplane, you'd have like a menu where you could just, you know, put in a free text, whatever you want to say. ADC request? Nah, we don't need that. Ocean. Oh, we don't have CPDLC. I don't know why that's there. I mean, I guess we could, but we don't have CPDLC. I mean, this doesn't have that anyway. That'd be under ATC comms. But ADC to arrival message. So yeah, you'd have a free text area, and then you could just send that off or whatever. And now your dispatcher knows that you got you rerouted yourself to a different place. He's going to recalculate your fuel burn and send that up to you. John Matrix, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream today. Any interest in helicopters or only fixed wing? I don't really have an interest in helicopters. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But I don't really have an interest in helicopters. If I were gonna go and get like something different other than like just a regular, you know, certificate, any certificate add-ons, I would probably go seaplane. And I say seaplane because it'd be really cool to have like an amphibious airplane if I, you know, ever wanted to waste all of my money and my retirement to just own an airplane and for the novelty of saying I own an airplane. Then yeah, I would definitely get an amphibious one because I think it would be so cool to like fly around, be able to fly around anywhere and be like, oh, you know, there's a cool place I want to, like Smyrna. They got Smyrna, but like, why land at Smyrna when you could like literally land on the lake, you know? Or down here, you got so many places that you can go and just explore when you have a seaplane. Like, you don't get that option with just a regular airplane, right? You're limited to just land ports, airports, and not seaports. So I think that'd be kind of cool. One of my favorite airplanes in the sim that's a default airplane. One of my favorite default airplanes, I should say, in the simulator is actually the Icon A5. I really like that airplane because I mean, it's not fast, it's not big, it's not fast, it doesn't go anywhere with any speed, but you can just like take off, fly somewhere, and then oh, there's water down there, and just land it. Or you can land it on the runway. So that's but that was a really cool concept they came up with. They made having a sport pilot license like a cool thing to have. Especially a sport pilot license with your, you know, that doubles as a seaplane, because the Icon is nothing more than a sport plane. It's in the sport category. Or 7.8, 7.9 is what we're going to be cruising at. That seems reasonable. Let's see, what's our fuel burn looking like? 6.8. It really hasn't changed. Excellent. Seaplane would be cool. Yeah. I definitely think it would be the better of the two options there. If I had to choose between seaplane and helicopter, I totally would do seaplane. A helicopter is cool, and I've actually flown with a guy who, my sim partner when I was upgrading to captain, he actually used to fly helicopters doing medical transports. So that was kind of cool, and I didn't realize where he was flying out of was like right down the street from our house. So I was like, oh, that's you flying over my house all the time. But helicopters are a different type of freedom, right? You can land pretty much anywhere as long as you can verify that your rotors are going to fit in that small area. You can pretty much land wherever you want to land, and that's one of the lures of having a helicopter. Go anywhere, do anything, within limitation. But I sit there and say seaplane would be like I would 100% do a seaplane over helicopter, but then I'm like so excited for Flight Sim 2024 to come out just so I can do like rescue missions on a helicopter. I don't know. Something I think I want to do. I don't know how. Maybe I'll learn how to do it, before my next stream is how to I want to be able to add whenever someone subscribes, like a little something that happens on the stream that shows, every new subscriber. That's something I'm wanting to do. I gotta learn how to do it though. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I can get it up and going before the next stream. If not, I'll figure it out. It might take a little bit of time, but I'm figuring it out. Everything is getting learning it a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So. All right. But fortunately for me, for tomorrow, I think I already said I'd go back on call. Um, However, luckily, I don't think I'm gonna get called out. Although I'm typically just not going to stream, just because I never know when I could get called out. I am on call, so you never know when you could get called out, and I don't want to make a post saying that I'm gonna stream on such date and such time, and then all of a sudden I get called out, and I'm on short call, so you got to be gone within a few hours of them calling. And usually, in my process, doesn't include logging into YouTube or anywhere else and posting something saying, "Hey, stream canceled." So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I'll just usually, when I know I'm gonna have a good day to stream, I'll post it about 24 hours in advance. That way, you know, it's going to be a guaranteed thing. Alright, all the open time is filled for tomorrow. Excellent. Don't have to, that's one less thing I gotta worry about. There's our turnover, Nashville. We have a company message. Go ahead and clear that out. That's probably for the ADC, even though we weren't actually delayed. It's probably just for me sending anything. Received messages. Delta Ops, no ADC required. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. And then if you go into here, where's the home page? Boop. I think is it settings? I have no clue where it is. Nope. Okay. There used to be, I forgot where it is, where they had the ADC codes. Oh, I should probably put it in airplane mode, flight mode. Boop. Okay, well, I forgot where the ADC delay messages are. Neither here nor there. Failures? Oh, I wonder if it's in pilot brief. Pilot brief? Oh, checklist. The Fenix user guide. There we go. Oh, they have a user guide inside the thing here. Oh, that's cool. Now, yeah, happy. I do not know how to use that. Display. So, do they have delay codes? Company messages, page 12. Q&A. Company messages, departure. Oh, where's the ADC card? You card unless they're appropriate on the home screen of the EFB. We're selecting delay allocation card. I do not see that anywhere on here. It says from the home screen, but this is the home screen. So, I don't know. I don't think that's right. Did they take it away? I don't know. Then of course you have a QRH. QRH for CFM. And then you have a bunch of advisory stuff. There. The only thing I wish that they would do... Ooh, overweight landing. Actually, I have a thing for that. That's like way up there up the top, too. Okay. Yeah. They definitely need like a table of contents. Like it could be re-indexed. All ADR off. Look, it's in red. You do not want to turn all your ADRs off. Alright. Enough of that. Enough messing around there. Let's go ahead and get set up for our arrival into Detroit. Go ahead and bring you all the way down to 5 nautical miles. Excellent. Bring the flight plan back up there. That looks to be quite alright. I want to do it like this? I don't know. Maybe we'll do it like this. Really good at doing that. And then I can bring you down. And we can get a nice zoomed in view right there. Excellent. How's that? There we go. So our first waypoint is going to be... Well, actually got to be in plan mode for that to work. So our first waypoint is going to be wood. Then we're going to have a Durban. Then Suede. Jobu? I think that's what it is. Top of this descent arrow, and then VDub. And then we have our first crossing restriction, which is Cleric, not too sure, between flight level 200 and 230 and 280 knots. Then we have Shanks, Hannibal, between, or Hannibal. I'm not too sure. It could be Handball. Between 17 and flight level 210, 280 knots. Then you got Prowler, is between 15,000 and 12,000. Then we got Hemi, is between 10,000 and 11,250 knots. Then we got Terps that are above 8,000 feet. And then we will go Diamonds at 8,000 feet, 210 knots. From there, chat, we're going to do the RNAV RNP runway Whiskey for runway 22, right? Because I'm going to connect this right on up. From Diamonds, it goes to manual mode. From there, I want to go... so here's what I need it to do. So I need to go here into Arrival, approach Vias, and then go Desmond. Oh, Desmond, not Diamond. Desmond. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, we'll go ahead and insert that. And now when I get to Desmond, it should hook up right to the approach. 8,000 feet, 210 knots. And that's a maximum there. Then we're going to go to Serling, I think is how you would say that. And Serling will be at 5,500 feet, at about 5,500 feet. Then we're going to make a U-turn all the way back around to Nugent. Nugent's got to be at about 3,000 feet. Then we get Jeter, they're above 2,000 feet, and then we have the runway. From there, the missed approach is going to be a climb to 1,100, then a climbing right-hand turn to 4,000. We'll go direct to Donut, I guess is how you would say that. And we will hold and continue our climb to 4,000 feet in the hold there. Some special notes, we got authorization required. We are authorized. We're trained on it. The airplane is capable of doing it. Simultaneous approaches are authorized. We're not worried about a temperature correction and the glide path and the glide slope. The visual glide slope are not coincident. Alright. So there's a PAPI on the right. They got Mauser lighting. It's a 3-degree glide slope for an RNP value. So we validated the flight plan. We'll go here. We don't really need anything here. If you really want to hard tune Detroit DXO, we could do that. So we have something to back up should everything literally just go sideways there. And let's see, we're gonna do Detroit DW 22 right. And we got required navigation of 0.3. So that's in there. We have accuracy high, GPS primary, and I want to check the same thing. We have GPS primary accuracy high on the other box as well. So next we will go into our performance page. We're in cruise, yeah. Alrighty, so we'll go in and insert some information into our performance approach page here. The weather. Ooh, there's IFR down there. Yay! It's not that bad. Few at 2 2000. Rain, mist, 2 statute miles. That's what's making it IFR, is the 2 statute miles visibility. We need 5/8 of a mile because, you know, doing that math is so easy. Let's see. The altimeter is going to be 29990, so we'll set 29990 and there. Well, we can pre-select it here. There we go. I'll do the same thing here. Nope. Alrighty, so 2990, that's all set. The temperature is 21 degrees, not too bad up there. And the winds are 210 at 6. Pretty much right down the runway at 6 knots, 210 at 6. There we go. I'm going to use flaps full, and 987 is the DA. Since it's a DA, we don't have to add anything. So 987 is the bottom. There we go. Everything has been reviewed and verified. Zoom you back out one more time. There we go. Let's see how we're doing in relation to those storms. Oh yeah, we're well past them. You wouldn't even be able to see them if you looked out our wing. You kinda. That kinda looks like the blow off to the top of a cell there. Like that definitely looks like it could be like the blow off to the top of a cell. Now it's probably not what it really looks like in real life. I guarantee you it's something a little bit more angry looking than that. That looks pretty benign. You got some buildups below it. But hopefully 2024 Microsoft, you'll get the weather correct in 2024, right? And then we're gonna have a working weather radar, right? I believe in you. I believe in you, Microsoft. But like I was ranting on earlier, everyone giving Fenix such a hard time about being so far behind schedule on their deliverables, such as the A319, A321, and the Sharklets, and the level at which they are doing everything. It doesn't surprise me that if they keep running into newer and newer issues, yes, they probably have the model. I'm not gonna lie, they probably have that model, hands down. It's done. The model is done. The texturing, it's done. All that stuff is probably done. They probably have the sound done. All that stuff. That's the easy stuff. It's simulating the other stuff, and because the 321 and the 319 are the same but kind of different at the same time, they're probably thinking they can do something to one, but then it negatively affects the other one. And I'm not a developer, and this is why I will never criticize a developer. Maybe I'll criticize Aerosoft. I don't think anyone's holding their breath for Aerosoft to come out with their A330 anytime soon. But Phoenix is behind the scenes. They're doing stuff. We just don't know about it, and we just don't know about how some processes fall apart when it comes to doing things. And of course, some people do forget some of their coders are actually in Ukraine, so it's not the easiest for them to be coding for Phoenix some of the time. So it's gonna be worth the wait, guys. It is going to be worth the wait. I definitely guarantee it. And once it does get released, we're gonna be flying a lot of 321s. I think rumor has it the 321's gonna come with kind of like how the Tolus 321 has it, where it's gonna be modifiable. You can have the ACT on it. And then I wonder if they're going to do the 321 XLR, where you're going to have the RCT. I don't know. We'll see. No one in the XLR isn't even flying yet, so that'd be kind of dumb for them to do it if it's. I mean, yes, it's been fully certified, but well, we don't know if they have the data on the XLR yet. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm not a developer. I'm not going to critique how developers do their thing and set their timelines and expectations. I just know the flight sim community kind of hated on them for trying to shed some light on what goes on in development world, and I kind of took all their motivation away to keep doing it. So they just stopped, and they made it very clear, we will not post anything until we are ready for release. So the fact that they're dropping little Easter eggs, little teasers here and there, makes me think that they really are nearing release. No one is up here flying today. I am online, right? No, I'm not. That would be why I'm not online. I thought I had logged in. How did I get disconnected? Because I did have my auto ATC somehow get disconnected. I do not know how. Because Memphis Center was online. That's okay. I logged back in and I'm in a place where literally no one is, so not worried about it. That's weird. I connected. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Alright. Oh well. What are you gonna do? We're still flying along. I thought we were online, chat. I guess we weren't online. We just did that. I mean, what is the difference? When you're flying in the middle of the day, there's usually no one online. So, I wonder what the Friday night ops is going to be tonight. Friday. The VATSIM FNO. Let's see. Because I keep missing the light up America. So what is the Rocky Mountain FNO? Alrighty. So that's tonight. Tomorrow is End of Summer Swarm for LAX. Okay. Sunshine Spotlight Series Part 2? FNO Part 2? Huh. Wait a second. Oh, that's... I have no clue. Oh, that's on the 23rd. So you have tonight Rocky Mountain FNO, and then tomorrow night is the LAX FNO, the end of summer. So what is this? CYYC? CZVR. Okay. It has Rocky Mountain FNO, Calgary, Vancouver. Okay. So Vancouver to Calgary, Calgary, Vancouver. I don't know what airport that is. CYLW. Okay, there's some other airports associated with this. Where is Calgary though? I am not familiar with Canada. So there's Vancouver. I know where Vancouver is. Is this Calgary? Oh. Alright. Oh, or is this Calgary? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Wow, literally take off and you fly over the mountains and you're in Vancouver there. Okay. Not bad. That seems like it would be a short hop. I don't know which way we should go. There's some bad weather between the two. I don't know. That's something I'd want to do. Anyway. Back over to our flight where it's currently storming over Detroit. It says 2 miles visibility. They haven't really updated the weather in a while, but move you out of the way. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking screenshot right there. Look at that. Look how you can see straight through, like, the fan section of the engine. Phoenix did not disappoint when they made this. That's why I'm like, a lot of people are so upset at Phoenix for, not being, super transparent and all that stuff and giving more updates and sticking to their release schedule. But, you know, I think with the level of detail that they do everything, you know, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth the wait. You just gotta have faith. Let Phoenix do what Phoenix do best, which is create an amazing. Like Phoenix is the one airplane where I'm fully satisfied with it all the way around. Like the 777, I love the 777. It's my first PMDG product for X-Plane, or it's not X-Plane, for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a great airplane, highly capable. I'm not a Boeing pilot, so there's probably features I just don't understand. However, the sounds are lacking. The sounds are really lacking in that department. So I think they could do a better job there. And even some of the texturing could be a little better. I get, they don't want to kill your computer, but I mean, shoot, slower. I mean, look at the work on this. You can see literally every single rivet, every single screw. You can see they even have it where it looks like it's, the paint's starting to wear off on certain screws and rivets and stuff like that. Like, they did not leave one thing undone. Do not walk outside this area. Everything is done to such a high level of detail. Everything's done to a high level of detail. You didn't have to model the static wicks as accurately as you did, but guess what? You did, So they didn't have to do a lot of stuff. They did it really well. I mean, even if I'm comparing the radome on the PMDG to this radome, like, it's not even a comparison. The one on PMDG looks like something generic versus this. There's some things that, I get it. PMDG probably wanted to save their frames for something else or their LODs for something else, but Phoenix is pushing this to the next level. Alrighty, so back inside. Let us see how close we are getting to our top of descent. We're making our way there. Go ahead and bring you in a little bit. There we go. We got a few more fixes there. Sweet, we're in the turn. Steady is that down there. That is that Indianapolis? Yeah, that's Okay, Indianapolis down there. That is Indianapolis. Awesome. So we head right towards the storm. We should be able to, if we looked out the window right in front of us after we roll out, we should be able to see a large storm literally sitting on top of the field, but that's okay. We will brave the storm, get our passengers in there so they can make their connecting flights to wherever it is they're connecting to. What's some other things? I gotta go through and categorize my my MELs, because I do have some MELs that I definitely want to do on stream that we got. I thought I snapped some. Okay. Clearly, there's somewhere here. There's this one. The APU generator, alright. That's the one we're doing right now. So, after we land, we're gonna make sure we don't shut both engines off. We still need an engine. So that everything doesn't go dark. Oh, there we go. They're like literally side by side. Ooh, okay. Might do that one next time. So, new album. There we go. So next Airbus stream, we will simulate one of the MELs we had one day. I forgot where it was. It really doesn't matter. So that'll be interesting. Won't tell you what it is. Gonna save it for when I actually do it. But I mean overall, I mean most of these MELs, they're not anything that are like world changing, life changing, earth shattering anything. It's, you know, do this or do that and make sure you're legal to go. That's literally what a lot of them are. So I gotta keep collecting some more MELs that are interesting. Some of these I've never seen out of the entire time I've flown the Airbus. I haven't seen some of these MELs. So, which just goes to show, I mean, the number of things that can break in the airplane just still be legal and certifiable to fly. One of the things I do like to do as we approach the top of descent here is usually about 20 miles before the arrow. I like to go ahead and set the bottom altitude in there and manage it up. Once we get our descent via, you want to make sure you have your descent via. Bottom side being 8,000. And so we'll go ahead and pre-select 8,000 in there. There we go. We'll put it back over to hundreds of feet. And once the down area gets to about 20 miles away from us, go ahead and manage up our descent. There we go. Down goes the nose. So, manage descent. We got our nav whiskey, runway 22 right in there. All of that is all set up. Fort Wayne, Indiana, right in front of us. Yeah, I'm not believing that this is a big burly thunderstorm up here. It is what it is. We're gonna fly into the eye of the storm here. I mean, the side we're actually coming from doesn't look too bad. I mean, this storm down here doesn't look bad either. The original route had us like taking off here and then coming back east a little bit and then like going straight through this storm. Like, why do that when you can avoid it altogether? I mean, I'm sure that's the quickest way up, but then it's like you still got to deal with the storm when you get here. So the original route had you taking off, coming back east a little bit and going straight through the storm here and coming up on the east side of Detroit. And I said, well, that doesn't make any sense because the storm is going to be moving east. So might as well avoid this storm altogether and then come back in from the west, which is why we're using runway 22 right instead of 21 left. And it looks like the storm is mostly almost done. It should be almost past Detroit. But there we go. We're now in the descent managed up, going down to 8,000 feet. Leave the fast seatbelt sign off for just a little bit longer. I like to make my descent announcement and then let everyone know that they have a few more minutes before I turn the seatbelt sign back on. That way it's just not like oh, seatbelt sign's on, sit back down. I like to give them a heads up. Hey, I'm going to be turning the fastest seatbelt sign on in just a few more minutes, so once I do, we kindly ask that you return to your seat, securely fasten your seatbelts in preparation for landing. Something like that, so that, you know, it gives them a few minutes to, you know, put their bags back up in the overhead or store whatever it is that they had up in the overhead. Go to the restroom if they need to do a pre-arrival break. And there we go. We've intercepted our profile there. Looks good. She is going on to... I don't know why she's trying to rocket down. Phoenix. It's not that serious, Phoenix. It really isn't. Brighten you up just a little bit. There we go. I'm glad they changed the brightness of the displays. Whatever they did before, it was way too dim. Way too dim on the displays. Like, that was like as bright as you could get it. And with the sun shining in, it just got way too dim. So we'll brighten that up a little bit, bring you back. If the weather radar actually worked, we'd be painting something, but it don't work. And that's okay. multi-scan auto, ground clutter suppression. Ground clutter suppression should always be on auto, unless you really want to like the radar to start painting the ground, and you see all that stuff down there. So we'll turn that on and pretend that that is actually working. One person will actually be in terrain, and that will be perfectly fine. How did we get high on profile? What, you just dove like a rocket ship? How high are we? Only 420 feet? Alright. Do not know how you got high on profile. But you're still doing better than the A300 did. Which is, it just completely ignored the profile. Don't know what goes on in the A300's mind, but I do better. I do better. We were high, and all of a sudden now we're right on target. Alrighty. The next restriction is handball at or above flight level, or 17,000 and flight level 210? Is that 210? Yeah, 210. And we should make that restriction. That looks good. So all is looking good. Not much to see out there because it's so insanely cloudy. With just a few storms in the Detroit metro area. Alright, let's go ahead and get our wing light back on as we're descending through our transition layer here. We'll go transition to 9090. So we got light on, seatbelts on. We got 1, 2, 3 altimeters. Our status is checked. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do a descent checklist, shall we? Altimeters is 2990. Auto brake is, we'll do off because we have plenty of runway, and where I'm going, what we'll do when we get down there is 10,000 feet of runway. Then the taxi route I think we'll take when we get down there is we'll take either Alpha 3 or Alpha 2 or Alpha, because we're going to take Alpha down to Quebec and then come back all the way to the ramp, and then we'll take taxi lane Uniform Niner and park somewhere along this strip. You get like the regional terminal here, the mainline terminal here. So we'll park somewhere here. Maybe I'll come in and park on the backside. I don't know. We'll see. So that's why don't need any auto brakes, since we have more than enough runway for this. Preferred approach page is set. Arrival briefing. Review the remainder of the Hannibal 3 arrival, and we'll do the RNAV Whiskey, runway 22 right approach. Status is checked. Descent checklist is complete. There we go. We are all set up there. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get rid of our in-flight entertainment there. Thank you very much for your service. Appreciate that. Descending on profile, looking good. You would think, compared to what we actually have outside, that I would see a few like insane buildups, but nope, no buildups to be had. That's alright. Microsoft Weather, I do forgive you, as long as you make my landings look good. That's all. That definitely looks like a build up there. Go ahead and in this case we would just have the flight attendants sit down early. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Flight attendants prepare for landing. There we go. Not quite yet in sterile, but I'll go ahead and get them seated a little bit early. That way don't have to worry about them being up and about and moving around the cabin when we start getting down into lower stuff and flying through these clouds, because guaranteed these clouds are probably going to be a little bumpy, a little bit of vertical buildup going on there. So let's see. How smooth is it going to be? Oh, well, that's not bad. Getting a little bit. Getting rocked around just a little bit. A little high on profile. We'll go ahead and get some speed brakes going. There we go. Let's see. I should probably get the CTAF for Detroit. CTAF Detroit 35-0. Alright, let's go ahead and tune that in there. Uh, 135.0, airplane saying we need more drag. I'll throw out some more speed brakes. 135.0. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Detroit area traffic, Delta 3318 is 11,000 over Hemi for the Hannibal 3 arrival. We'll be transitioning to the RNAV Whiskey Runway 22 right approach for Detroit traffic. Alrighty. There's sterile. And since no one is online, we shall go ahead and get all our lights on. So I don't have to think about that. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get our replay going. Record right here. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's go ahead and replace it, shall we? Alright, excellent. So the replay is recording. Excellent. Like, we're not really high on profile because Desmond is at 8,210 knots. We got 1,500 feet to go. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and just arm the approach. We have Alt Final Nav. Excellent. And another thing I can do as well is I will we'll go ahead and get the 210 knots going now. Go ahead, select that. And the bottom side is at or above 2,000, so we can select 2,000 now. Since we're managing anyway, it's going to level off where it needs to. And that allows us to continue descending until we get final lap. So there we go. Let's go flaps 1, speed verified. Flaps 1, I can turn you down a little bit. Too bright. There we go. Leveling at 8,000, I'll probably bring the speed back to like 190 knots once we get down to 8,000. Alright, we got final app. The approach phase is activated, so that's good. Go ahead and bring you down a little bit too glary for me. Go ahead and we'll get some speed brakes out so that the airplane doesn't accelerate on us. Detroit traffic, get Delta 3318 over Desmond doing the RNAV Whiskey Runway 22 right, Detroit traffic. Alrighty, we'll slow it up as much as we can for him. So I'll bring it, let's go 170 then. I'm gonna slow it down and give us as much speed as I possibly can. He said he's 10 miles out. We'll go below. There he is, right there. That American on final for 22, right? You're over Nugent now. I'll bring that. Speed brakes back on. Are you over Nugent at this time? Alrighty, our fixes may be slightly different. I see you. I got you on my TCAS now for Delta 3318. Alrighty, flaps 2, speed verified. No worries, no worries. I'm slowing it up. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I can drop the gear. Let's just go ahead and drop the gear at this time. We do have final apps, so the missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. We will go ahead and set 4,000 feet. 4,000 is set. There we go. Slowing down very nicely now. Flaps 3, speed verified. Excellent. And flaps full, speed verified. Oh, well, yeah. There we go. There's that rain. Speed verified. The before landing checklist. Before landing checklist altimeters. Got 29090, 5200. 29090 is checked. Engine mode is norm. Landing gear is down and through green ECAM memo. Holding for the ECAM memo. Why is this airplane not wanting to slow down? That's what I want to know. It says it's at idle, but it's not slowing down, like, at all. And that's with all the drag out. That's extremely interesting. Like, this plane would, without a shadow of a doubt, slow down. But I wonder as we turn into this headwind if that will help. Can turn these down a little bit more. Pretty dark under this cloud. There we go. Now it's starting to actually slow down. That was interesting. There it is. There we go. Alright, I may have turned this down a little bit too much. Brighten you up just a little bit. Brighten you up one more click. There we go. Detroit traffic, Delta 3318 is on a 7-mile final for runway 22 right, Detroit traffic. Thanks for the PIREP, appreciate that. Alrighty, bases are at 1,000 feet. So if we look at our approach chart here, it's going to take us down to 345 feet. So we should be good unless he's reporting at MSL, which it will be right just at minimums then. Alrighty. Coming up on 2,000 feet, we should get the ECAM memo now. There we go. Landing no blue before landing checklist is complete. There we go. We'll let the airplane fly it all the way down to minimums, I guess. And we're actually cleared to take it all the way down to, this is an RNAV approach, we can take it, the autopilot can fly it down to 250 feet AGL. So, we should be good in that aspect. Well, hold on, this is going to be a spicy ride. Haven't flown this airplane in quite some time. In the simulator, that is. Alright, we do have some ground contact. I just can't see their approach lights yet. Stable. Approach lights. Runway, continuing. 500. Stable, target, sync 7. Yeah. Right just around 1,000 is where that breakout is. Alrighty. I have the runway in sight. Autopilot's off. Minimum. Ooh, we're trending high, so in that case, I'll bring the power out early, round out and flare. Woo! Woo! Firm, but she's down. Deployed. $80. 60, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Detroit. Firm, but I'll take her for what I had. Alrighty. So we'll take Alpha 3, Alpha, and K back to the ramp there. Detroit traffic, Delta 3318. Clear of runway 22 right. We'll be taxiing to the ramp via Alpha and K back for Detroit traffic. Last call. Alrighty, there we go. So we'll do the little end around of the departure in there. Keep traffic going. Alrighty. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Flaps up. We can turn the weather radar off. We can disarm those. Turn that off. Turn that off. Oop. Don't need these. Excellent. We can turn these off. Excellent. And we will get the APU on, but we can't shut down an engine until we have ground power hooked up, because the APU generator is an op as per our MEO. So we'll go ahead and get the APU started. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wow, what a gnarly approach. Stuck the landing. I could tell we started trending a little high. I was like, well, I guess I'll take the power out a little early then, so that we don't float it all the way down the runway. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do there? We're clear on the left. We're going to turn left onto K-back. Excellent. That's the nice thing about when you take the end around. You don't have to worry about Crossing traffic. Ooh. This is the real reason I messed up my landing. Look at there. I didn't have that down. Ooh. There we go. That's the real reason we couldn't get a good landing out of it. Didn't have my peripheral set up correctly. My periphery vision was obscured. Oh well. Firm, but we did it. Got it down. Didn't float it out. I mean, I was starting to get worried that we wouldn't actually see the approach lights or the runway the way things were kind of trending. So. And you see how, like, even though we didn't have any auto brakes on, just deploying the reversers alone was enough to get us slowed down to reasonable speed. Didn't really have to think too much of it. Let's see. It's not to me. I hear someone on frequency. Pointing to 2 left, northwest bound. Okay, so someone is departing now. Delta 1343. Alrighty, we'll take Quebec right on into the ramp. There's the ramp. Look at all of those Delta tails. We'll just pull up and park beside one of them. Did I get all the lights off, 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 off? Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Definitely, I'm not looking forward to the smash replay, but that is what it is. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. At the end of the flight, still got to stand in that doorway and take the compliments or the not so compliments, you know. Alrighty. This terminal is literally lined with nothing but like Delta heavies. That is all that's here, Delta heavies. I guess. I don't know where to go. So, we'll pull up beside one of them. Said I wouldn't go to the other terminal because it was quote-unquote an express terminal, but it is what it is. Beautiful Delta A320 sitting on the hard stand there, waiting on its flight to probably like Narita or Tokyo or something like that. Who knows? Frankfurt, Paris. Gotta love the A350 though. It's a beautiful looking airplane. It's a beautiful looking airplane. I can't wait for I&I to come out with theirs. will be absolutely amazing. Alrighty. Well then, we'll pull up beside our company 737s here. It's all the heavies seem to be on the right-hand side of the terminal, or the right-hand side. We'll just pull up right alongside one of our company 73s here and call it a day. Where that jet bridge is going, I have no clue. That jet bridge is literally on top of that airplane. Alright, let's go inside real quick. We'll hit the taxi light, hop back outside. I do not have GSX, so I'm not too worried about it. Shall I park between them? Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead. See what we can do. It's on a slight angle. There we go. Whatever that jet bridge is doing. They don't have a line for 320, huh? Just 319 and 321? They got 319 and 321, but no 320. Cool. And I guess we'll call it right there. We'll park on a 321 line. How about that? Call that a day. That's mostly in, right? We're mostly in. Sweeto. I'll take it. It is what it is. I don't know what's going on here. A glitch in the matrix of some sort. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and set the brakes. And then what we need to do is call up for our ground supply. So ground services, brakes are set. I need a GPU. There's our GPU. Excellent. And we have external power on to us. And now we can shut down our engines. Fast seatbelt sign can come off. Excellent. Let those people start getting up and getting underway. Engine 2 is off. Then engine 1 is off. Excellent. Everything's on the ground power unit now. We'll go ahead and get our fuel pumps off, and then our beacon light can come off. There we go. We can perform a shutdown checklist. The parking brake is on and checked. Engine masters are off. Engine mode. Norm speed brake is disarmed. Radar off. Windshield off. Fuel pumps off, and our slides, all four are disarmed. The APU's on. Shutdown checklist is complete. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin deboarding at this time. Shouldn't take more than just a handful of seconds to do. They actually have sped up the deplaning process quite nicely. Did I say deboard? Because like no one's getting off. If no one's getting off, the door is open. Alright. Alright, it says deboarding right here. Let's see, scheduled actual. Oh yeah, we were late by like 14 minutes. That's alright. Alrighty. Oh, listen to that yellow hydraulic pump going. Alrighty. You can see the door bouncing. That's cool. So, we shall let it deplane real quick. While that's working, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from the VATSIM server. Thank you for your service. And also, we can go ahead and stop our replay. Alright, there we go. So the replay is stopped. Deboarding is underway. Should take just a few more seconds, and then we'll get everything set back up in the fully ready configuration. There we go. All right, let's see where we are. Like I said, deplaning happens a lot quicker, and I'm not mad about it. 51 people left to go, and then I will change the panel states to ready to go, and then we'll start the replay up. You can see the airplane actually shifting its CG, and people, that's crazy. So the airplane actually is shifting its CG based on the weight of the people in the airplane. So cool that they actually, did that and get that to look to actually mean something. It's just not numbers on a piece of paper, right? So there we go. A330 back there, Delta A330. Alrighty. So deplaning is complete. The flight is completed. There we go. So we will do a ready to go state. Activate that. Excellent. There we go. Get all the lights back on. Muy bien. We'll go ahead and put those on. And that should be it. Alrighty, I think that should be it. Alright, let's go ahead and load this replay up, shall we? Open that up and let's go. Yep, I know. Yep. We just have the brake fans on because, well, this one doesn't really have a brake simulation, does it? So I'm not going to be worried too much about that. Speed limit exceeded. Alrighty, we'll let the aircraft settle in for a little bit. Yep. We will let the aircraft settle in. Alright. So, let's bring you a little further ahead. Ooh. It's very hard to tell where I am. Close, but don't know how close. There we are. Yeah, we can pick it up from there. Man, what a terrible day up in Detroit. Woo! Right on that 1,000 footers. Wow. I could feel that sink too. That's you can feel that sink right there. Let's do that again. I feel that sync rate. Ooh, ooh, that was a smashy smash. Let's see if we can get that from a different angle. Yeah, let's do this one. It was like we started trending high, and that's probably where I messed up, is bringing the power out a little too early, and then trying to compensate that with a nice solid round out and flare versus holding the flare off. Ooh, there we go. Smash. Smashed down. I don't know what that was. It did not look like it felt good, though. Let's go to the outside, get a view from the outside of that. Oof. Oof. Smashed it, and it's literally just outside the touchdown markers there. Yeah. So let's do this right here. I want this one off, that one on. Alright, that's good. Alright, and then let's back that on up again. Look at this from the view of the glide slope antenna. I think I slid it back a little too far. There we go. There we go. Oh, I actually have to hit play for it to actually... Oh, man. Oh, smashity smash. Smashity smash. Look at there. Oh, man. Bring that back, shall we? Bring that back, shall we? Beautiful. We'll switch that back on. Excellent. Well, we'll set up for the final shot. There we go. Bring it up front. Hopefully not too many bells or whistles going off up front. There we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a stream. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting the channel by watching, liking, subscribing, interacting with me in the chat. I really do appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you oh so very much for coming out and spending just a little bit of your day with me today. I'd like to thank Dummy Thick. I know you're not here now, but Dummy Thick, thanks for coming out. John Matrix, thank you so very much. Have luck. Good to see you again, my friend. I will definitely be looking forward to seeing all of you all in our next stream. But until then, you all remember to take care of yourselves and to take care of each other. I'm Gray Eagle, and until the next time I see you, peace.